An anecdote shared by the Prime Minister has caused a huge storm in political circles. When the Prime Minister shared a story about an innovative chaiwala, the Congress found the story so laughable and ridiculous that it launched an online smear campaign poking fun at the Prime Minister. First, let's listen to what the Prime Minister said as he recounted this episode.
किसी छोटे से नगर में नाले के पास कोई चाय का ठेला लेकर के खड़ा रहता था और चाय बना करके बेचता था। अब कोई चाय बनाने की बात आती है तो मेरा ध्यान जरा जल्दी जाता है। और वहीं पर एक नाली, गंदी नाली जैसी थी। अब इसके दिमाग में कोई विचार आया, उसने उस नाली में, स्वाभाविक ये गंदी नाली होती है, वहां गैस भी निकलता है तो कभी दुर्गंध आती थी। उसने एक छोटी सी बर्तन को उल्टा करके उसमें छेद करके एक पाइप डाल दी और जो गटर से गैस निकलता था वो पाइपलाइन से उसके अपने चाय के ठेले में ले लिया और वो चाय बनाने के लिए उसी गैस का उपयोग कर करके चाय बनाता था। सिंपल सी टेक्नोलॉजी।
The Congress found the story so fantastical that it mocked the idea, calling it Mitrogen, which is obviously a pun on two words, which is Mitro, which is what the Prime Minister usually begins his speech with, in invocation to friends, and Gen, to add a degree of chemistry to this entire equation that it finds remarkably funny. But the Congress didn't do its homework. What it conveniently ignored is that the chaiwala that the Prime Minister talked about even won an innovation award. So he is no one's figment of imagination. He is, in fact, a bona fide innovator, a man who will be speaking to us in a few moments. We are going to connect with Mr. Shirke. Mr. Shirke has actually been working religiously to design this machine to use sewage gas for cooking. He is working with the Chhattisgarh Council of Science and Technology. He's an individual who knows what he's doing, and he is a school dropout. So this is a human being who has basically sought opportunity in adversity. And instead of lauding him, he is today, or at least his Jugaad, as we call it here in India, is being repudiated. This is what Rahul Gandhi had to say. Listen to this.
नाले में से पाइप लगाओ, ढाबे में जो कुकर होता है उसमें लगाओ और ढाबे में पकौड़े बनाओ। यह है नरेंद्र मोदी जी की हिंदुस्तान के युवाओं को रोजगार देने वाली स्ट्रैटेजी। 2 करोड़ युवाओं को रोजगार देने की बात की और अब कहते हैं पकौड़े बनाओ, हम आपको गैस नहीं देंगे, गैस भी आपको नाले में से निकालकर कुकर में डालनी पड़ेगी।
Well, this raises an obvious question. Is the Prime Minister's reference to a do-it-yourself quick fix an acknowledgement that his government has not been able to create opportunity? Or is this a rather premature attack on by an elitist Congress party on someone who has worked against the odds and turned an opportunity into or seen an opportunity in adversity? There are two binaries to this debate. And before we move on, I want to speak with श्याम शिर्के। श्याम शिर्के जी, आप हमसे बात कर रहे हैं, इसके लिए आपको धन्यवाद जी। आपने एक तरकीब सोची है जिससे नालों में से मीथेन निकाल के गैस का चूल्हा जला सकते हैं आप। इसके बारे में थोड़ा आप बताएं।
सर, ये हर एक शहर में, छोटे शहर बड़े शहर में बजाते हुए नाली है ना, इसके बीच में हम लोग जीवन यापन करते हैं जी, है ना। उसी से
तो आपने ये कैसे कर लिया, कैसे देखा आपने, आपको कब पता लगा कि हम इसको इस तरीके से इस्तेमाल किया जा सकता है?
ये 5-6 साल से लगा हुआ था सब, है ना। और इसको छोटे रूप में मैं पहले
जी।
मग से किया, कलेक्ट किया, वाटर मग जो होती है पानी का, उसमें उल्टा रख करके किया। कुछ गैस ये हुआ तो माचिस मार के देखा, जलने लगी, है।
हाँ।
फिर ड्रम 200 लीटर की जो ड्रम होती है उसमें फिर एक नाली के ऊपर डाल करके रखा, वो गैस कलेक्टर का काम किया। फिर उससे मैं वो स्टोव जला करके देखा, है ना, तो जलने लगी अच्छा से। फिर इसके बाद साइंटिस्ट लोग मेरे को आर्थिक मदद दिए, जिसके माध्यम से वो 10-12 आदमी का खाना बनता था, सुबेरे शाम और सवेरे का नाश्ता, है ना। और 5-6 महीना तक के जलने लगा।
अच्छा।
तो मैं ये सोचा फिर इसके बाद क्या करना है, तो साइंटिस्ट लोगों के द्वारा मेरे को पेटेंट हासिल हुई सर, ग्लोबल लेवल पे।
पेटेंट आपका, आप पेटेंट हासिल कर गए हैं?
जी सर।
आपके पास कोई बड़ी कंपनी आई है ये तरकीब अपनाने के लिए?
अभी तक के कोई नहीं आए, सब मैं गुमनाम जिंदगी जी रहा हूँ और सोच रहा हूँ यदि स्वच्छता अभियान में ये वातावरण को प्रदूषित करने वाली गैस को यदि हम ईंधन के रूप में ये करें तो शहर का कम से कम 10%, 15% सिलेंडर की खपत कम हो जाएगी, है ना। ये मेरा सोच है सर। तो बदबू का वातावरण जो है उससे भी लोगों को निजात मिलेगी, है ना।
ओके शिर्के साहब, थैंक यू, धन्यवाद। हम आपके पास आएंगे और आपसे कैमरा पे भी बातचीत करेंगे। थैंक यू, आपने हमसे बातचीत की। लेट्स जस्ट ओपन दिस अप व्यूअर्स, लेट्स जस्ट ओपन दिस अप। व्हाट डू वी मेक ऑफ दिस? दिस इज in the Congress President's worldview a desperate attempt by individuals who have been overlooked by the system to make good for themselves 4 years after this government came to power. Or if you were to believe the Prime Minister, this is an example of India's innate, innovative and entrepreneurial spirit. So let's throw this open. Paranjoy Guha Takurta, senior journalist, is with us. Dr. Sumant Siraman, a political analyst. Shahzad Poonawala, lawyer. G.V. Narasimha Rao, MP and national spokesperson of the BJP. I want to ask you, Mr. Narasimha Rao, is this now a reference to a do-it-yourself quick fix and acknowledgement that the government has not been able to create opportunity?
No, Rahul, I think the Honorable Prime Minister is somebody who is a very keen observer, and anything that comes by way of association he observes. He certainly, anything that good that comes his way he picks up. It's certainly a very unique experience that he had narrated. And you know, now you have Mr. Shirke on your show, and the whole country now knows how Rahul has done a fool of himself once again. We have heard Rahul Gandhi saying that the Coca-Cola original founder was selling shikanji. Rahul Gandhi has invented aloo factories for himself. Rahul Gandhi has talked about McDonald's fellow being the founder being a dhaba wala. I think Rahul Gandhi comes up with all kinds of funny things, and the Congress doesn't get embarrassed by it. But today you have a statement, they wanted to mock the Prime Minister, and now they have egg on their faces. I don't know why is this compulsive disorder for the Congress party to always comment against the Prime Minister, to somehow try and run him down and eventually have egg on their faces. This is not happening for the first time. This has happened for the nth time. So there is an industry outside even the Congress party, even sections of the media, which have been trying to really
let's get the other side. Is Indian Jugaad a joke?
Every time they have
Indian innovation,
every time they have bombed themselves.
Okay, should Indian innovation be used to score political points? Let me ask this, Mr. Takurta, what do you make of this controversy?
Rahul, I'm truly amazed at the spin that your television channel, which is so slavishly subservient to the Prime Minister, has sought to give it. The manner in which the Prime Minister tried to explain how you get methane gas just by turning a utensil upside down, digging a hole, and then putting a pipe. Biogas, methane gas, it's not as easy as that. You can ask Mr. Shirke that, you can ask anybody that. We've been talking about biogas for decades on end. We know that it is possible to make gas from waste, human waste, any kind of waste. But it's not as simple as the Prime Minister made it out to be. So that is the reason why people are mocking him. He's been made a laughing stock. It is in keeping with his statements when he made at the Ambani hospital, where he talked about plastic surgery and Ganesh, when he talked about Karna and in vitro fertilization. The point is, it is in keeping with the Bharatiya Janata Party and his eminent spokespersons and ministers who are maybe, for reasons best known to them, at a gathering of scientists contest about Darwin's theory of evolution. The short point is, I'm not a scientist, but the manner in which the
Mr.
Prime
Thakurta
Minister tried to explain how
Mr. Thakurta.
Excuse me, let me finish.
No, 1 second.
How
If you speak a little more, the only
extracted
gas that
from
might be
a
produced is
sewer
from what you
to
are
make
saying, the
chai.
gibberish that you are saying, and the gibberish that the caravan of, the anti-Modi brigade spreads. That's not enough to make gas on national television. So Mr. Paranjoy Thakurta, here's a picture and a small article on the newscientist.com that describes the process which was being perhaps explained by the Prime Minister. But the only gas that is coming out and is being generated is by you and your lobby, which sees everything that is ingenious and indigenous to this country as something that should be mocked upon. I understand you want to mock Lord Ganesh. I understand you want to mock the traditional knowledge systems that we have. I understand you want to mock the Jugaad culture that has actually made India a hub of innovation and which is celebrated from IITs to the Chandni Chowk bazaars in our country. But here's my question. When we say that there is so much innovation happening on our streets in our country, why is it so embarrassing for you? You applaud a Shehzada who says a shikanji wala made Coca-Cola. You applaud his statement when he says aloo ki factory hogi aur sona niklega. That is intellectual for you. But when a chai wala Prime Minister narrates his experience and comes up with a solution which is ingenious and indigenous, there you go, in your caravan of being elitist. I hope you could get out of that caravan.
Slavish. There is also a Darbar here. There is also Delhi Darbar, which is quite slavish. And the Delhi Darbar... and the Delhi Darbar today finds itself beaten into a corner.
Excuse me,
because
Rahul,
it has become irrelevant.
Rahul,
and I'll tell you,
Poonawala,
1 second. Delhi Darbar walas, listen to this. How Indian Jugaad has helped crack some of the toughest problems that have existed. Y2K.
Yeah.
The West racked its brains about saving data. At the turn of the millennium, it was an Indian innovator who came out with Y2K solutions, and that really started India's rise in the world as an IT superpower. That's what Jugaad has done for this country. I'm not saying it's the answer.
You should give me an
I'm
opportunity.
not saying it's the answer to cutting-edge innovation, research, R&D, but it has its place. It has served and will continue to serve lakhs and lakhs and crores of Indians. We shouldn't mock their industry just because, sir, you find it politic today to
you should give me
you expected the Prime Minister to tell you the entire
package.
package.
Don't see eye to eye with you, Mr. Thakurta. Grow up a little bit. Let me bring in Dr. Suman C. Raman. Dr. Suman C. Raman, should we today be throwing out the baby with the bathwater? Should we today be spiting our nose to cut our face? Should we today suggest that every solution that is found indigenously is subpar?
Okay, first point. Let me puncture this claim that the Y2K solution was found by an Indian. It was actually, if I remember right, it was a British organization which actually published the solution for this sometime 2 years or 1 year before year 2000. So that's completely bogus. That statement
so now
that
you
made
say,
saying that Y2K solution was found by an Indian
revenues worth $32 billion were brought into India in 2006.
What you said is bogus. That's false.
Listen to me. Because there was an individual called Krishna Ganesh who started Tutor Vista. he has made money using Jugaad. It's infallible. Sometimes
he might
it
have made
sparks.
money. Lots
No,
of
no, no.
people
It's
made
okay
money
for you
fixing it,
if
but
in
your
the West they
statement
make
was not
a
that
gen
people
set.
made money fixing it. You
No, no.
said that the solution to Y2K was discovered by an Indian.
No,
I'm sorry,
no, no. There is
not
there
quite
is
correct.
enough evidence
You
to
said
suggest
that
it,
the solution,
sir. Now
lot
you
of
can
people
sit
made
here.
money, lot
No,
of
no, and
Indians
you can
made
sit
money.
here today
It
and
helped
take
the
away.
start of
No,
the
no, you
Indian
can take
IT
away from the
journey.
India
All
story.
of that accepted.
No problems.
But
You can
your
take away from the India
that
story.
the solution
We
was
can talk
discovered
about
only
other
by
Jugaad.
Indian is not right.
Okay, one second.
So that's bogus.
We can abandon that. Let's
Second
come to another
point,
one.
second
Fine.
point, you
Let's
had
back
Mr.
off. Let's
Shirke
say
on
your
the show,
Y2K was
Rahul.
also not something
Why
that we
don't
found
you
a
ask
solution
Mr.
for.
Shirke
Fair enough.
Whether he can
What about
put a container, connect
excuse
the
me?
tube and put it into the drain and generate biogas. Ask him whether he needs a fermenter. Ask him whether he needs a gas treatment plant.
You heard Mr.
Ask him if he can just
Shirke.
put
He
a
said
container,
there's a
connect the
process.
tube and put
The
it into
Prime
the drain
Minister
and
is
generate
speaking.
gas. If he can
Excuse
do it,
me.
good luck to him.
Excuse me, sir. What do you want the Prime Minister to do? He's giving
That's
a
what
speech.
Paranjoy
Do you
said.
want him?
That's
No, no. Do
exactly
you want
what
him to give a
Paranjoy said.
chemistry lesson there? Come on. He's making a reference to something that
Rahul,
someone
It's
drew
not a chemistry
his
lesson.
attention
It's
to.
not a chemistry
That's
lesson.
all. But
It's
look
a
at the
simple
attack.
fact
No, let's play it
that
out.
you
Let's
need a
play it out.
converter
He's not
plant.
saying.
You need a plant that will convert this.
Did you ask Rahul Gandhi
You need
where
a plant that
BHEL
will
makes
convert
mobile
this, Rahul.
phones?
I'm not saying that.
Bharat Hindustan
Look, everybody
Electronics
knows about
Limited,
biogas.
does it make mobile phones?
Biogas
Or
is
does
not
it
a
make
new
large
discovery or
electronic
invention.
items which are used in
Biogas
bigger
has
places?
been
You did
used
not
for
ask
30,
Rahul
40
Gandhi,
years.
bhai BHEL kaun sa mobile phone banata hai? Suman Sri Raman.
Rahul
I
Gandhi
mean, this
never
is the
spoke
only
about
slavish
biogas.
behavior I see on the panel.
Bharat
The slavish
Heavy
behavior of
Electrical.
Paranjoy
Please do your
and
homework,
Suman Raman, who will not
I mean,
ask
you
Rahul
gotta
Gandhi
prepare
कि भैया कौन सा BHEL का फोन आप यूज करते हो? Is it BHEL edition 10 or BHEL edition 7 or 7 plus? This is the only
But
slavish
let me
caravan
tell you
you are
something.
part of.
One second. Let's just bring some order back. You see, I don't blame Suman C. Raman, and I don't blame. In fact, Paranjoy Thakurta, they're of that generation where Rajiv Gandhi actually brought in the great revolution in electronics and computer technology. So they really do believe that Sam Pitroda and Rajiv Gandhi has a patent on
really?
innovation in India.
Oh,
So
really,
fine,
Rahul?
that's okay. That's fine.
Oh,
You're
really,
entitled to your
Rahul?
views.
You're
entitled to your views. You're entitled to your gutter
Modi's
sniping.
best public relations
but there is a
officer.
lot of gas that comes out of gutters. And I hope,
No.
I hope, Mr. Thakurta, that some of that gas that's coming out of some of those gutters will be used as inventively as Mr. Shirke used to fire up his own stove.
It's firing up Rahul Gandhi's career right now.
Well, I don't know. But let me just bring in GVL Narasimha Rao. But fine, GVL Narasimha Rao.
Will you
Let's
give
for
me
a
a chance
moment.
to speak?
GVL
Will you
Narasimha
give
Rao,
me a
I need
chance
to
to
ask you
speak,
this.
Rahul?
We have had a situation. 1 minute. GVL Narasimha Rao, we have had a situation where a solution has been cited by the Prime Minister, solution which is very homegrown. It is not a solution that is being provided by the government. Now, Jugaad is great. It catches the headlines. It's great, but it is not cutting-edge innovation. It is not going to be something that we are going to found our new India on. And you need to explain. There is a serious element to this debate, apart from the copying. Is this do-it-yourself, quick fix and acknowledgement that your government has not been able to create opportunity? Simple question. Simple question.
No, I think Rahul, I think we've been talking about mobile just a while ago. Rahul Gandhi thinks BHEL, Heavy Electricals, Bharat Heavy Electricals makes
That's immaterial.
mobile phones.
Forget
They don't.
Rahul Gandhi. I'm
We had
asking
two
you a
companies
straightforward
making
question.
mobile phones.
I'm
Today you
asking you a
have more than
straightforward
140
question.
companies. No, I'm talking about it. Organized sector. There is
Jugaad
massive,
only comes into
there
the
is
picture when the
all-round
state
employment
or the
being
system
generated,
rather, forget the
both
state,
in
the
the
system is
organized and
failing.
unorganized sector.
No, sorry. We need to come back to the question. The question
No,
that
it's
is
not.
moot.
It's not. I'm answering that question and you disturbed me. You had two companies making mobile phones in 2014. Today you have more than 140 of them. So where are the jobs not getting created? You have you have crores of people being given employment under Mudra. Are they not creating self-employment? Should the Prime Minister not be speaking encouragingly about innovations? That's the hallmark of a good leader. I think you only have fools who want to run down such innovations.
No. So what
Prime
are you
Minister
suggesting?
knows
That all of us
what
now...
he has only praised.
that all of us now go into our backyards and scratch around. and scratch
Did he
around
say
for
that?
a pipe that we
Did
should
he say that?
puncture.
Did he say that?
No, I'm only asking.
Did he say that? Did he say that?
That's what
No, it's
Paranjoy
not.
says.
I think
He
it's
said.
it's only people like Rahul Gandhi with very little intelligence.
Okay, let me bring in
and
Mr.
people like
let me bring in
Paranjoy
Mr.
Thakurta,
Thakurta
very intelligent,
to answer you.
but supporting a dumb Rahul Gandhi.
Okay. Mr. Thakurta, why don't you respond to G.V. Narasimha Rao?
All right. Firstly, you
Intelligent
should
people
play
supporting a
exactly
dumb
what
leader.
the Prime Minister said. And that.
Go ahead, go
Have
ahead.
you finished, Narasimha Rao? Will you give another person a chance to talk? I never interrupted you. That third-rate political turncoat masquerading as a commentator on everything under the sun.
Oh, you're talking about
Poonawala, I
Yashwant
will not
Sinha or Arun
dignify
Shourie?
him by even responding.
Are
He
you
can make
talking about
anything
Arun
he wants.
Shourie? Or
No,
Yashwant
no,
Sinha?
Mr. GVL
Or are you talking
Narasimha
about
Rao,
Shatrughan Sinha?
who wrote a book
You are-
against
I
EVMs,
am
is now
as
his
third
biggest
rate
supporter.
and as third grade as Arun Shourie is, boss.
what?
And I don't need a
stand by
certificate
it.
from you, Mr.
You-
Thakurta.
I know,
Your
Paranjoy,
journalism,
you want to
I don't
become
need
a
a certificate
psychopath
from you.
Rahul Gandhi.
Okay, so first of all, keep your certificates
from
to
a
yourself.
communist
And
enthusiast,
second of
you have
all,
every right
if
to
you
be
can
that.
give certificates, give the certificate to Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who probably requires one from you. Maybe you should do a little more jugaad that can help him actually come to power in 2024. So maybe devise some jugaad technology to get him to power. You sat here attacking Rahul Shivshankar. Let me tell you, Rahul, the fact that you quoted about Tutor Vista and Y2K, here is an excerpt of Kamal Nath's book published by readifbusiness.com, which says the same goddamn thing that you've just said. Mr. Sumansi Raman ran you down. This is the problem. Third grade political
No, Kamal Nath-
commentators,
Kamal Nath-
become part-time Lucian's lobbyists
Rahul
like Mr.
Shivshankar.
Paranjoy Thakurta have no better business other than Rahul Gandhi and his clan
Okay.
to run down
You know-
Indians who are hardworking, who are kamdars. We don't need certificates from you, sir.
Rahul
Go take your
Shivshankar.
certificate and give it to
Okay,
Arun
one
Shourie.
second.
Rahul
Gentlemen, look,
Shivshankar.
I really find this quite
Rahul
preposterous.
Shivshankar.
One second,
Rahul
I find this very
Shivshankar, let me speak.
preposterous that we have
You guys.
senior journalists and we have panelists who are abusing each other, making personal jibes. The real story here is about, one second, it's about innovation. Whether innovation is a symptom or jugaad, let's be honest. Jugaad, whether jugaad is a symptom of the system failing, or is it a ode to human ingenuity that is getting along despite the system? And if that is indeed the case, and we are going to be taking this forward at 9:30, if that is the case, it's a sad comment on the state of affairs in this country, where people have to make good with perhaps less than desirable options. We leave it at that. I don't want to get into all of your personal fights, which you have probably entered into from one studio to the other. I'm rising above all this. Gas from the gutter. We're taking a short break.